tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Geoff Hands of Steel Neal! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Rafael Dos Anjos!
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, so we get another look at Rafael Dos Anjos here tonight, and you want to talk about a 5-tool fighter who can do it all. Enter RDA. He spent some time working on his boxing with Freddie Roach. Perhaps we will see some of those results here tonight. Rafael Dos Anjos yet again in a massive spot here, this time at 170 pounds. Dos Anjos gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively.
Another punch to the head.
All right, nice front kick there, right up the gut. And if I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter trying to take this fight to the floor, probably a nuisance getting kicked that hard in the chest.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to get kicked there because you ultimately understand that you're going to have to go through the fire in order to get the fight to the ground. So that's only the first kick. If I'm this kickboxer, I'm continuing to throw him right up the middle and making him pay if he wants to try to shoot a shot.
Fast pace here in the early going. Nice takedown defense there, and perhaps that one stuff actually might affect the live betting line. A lot of people wonder how he was going to be able to stay upright. 1 for 1.
1 for 1. That's a good number. I mean, when you know that what a guy is going to try to take you to the floor and you can defend that effectively, especially when you spend a lot of time in camp doing it, it's always great when the lessons learned showed himself on test day. This is test day.
Right.
He's doing a great job. Guy's got an A in my class so far. Good stick.
That kick blocked by Dos Anjos. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Huge kick to the leg. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent walking gingerly on his leg, and one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that would land it right on the spot.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Oh, misses with the jab. Great body kick there. 2 minutes to go. Oh, big right hand, yes.
Solid takedown lands there. Nice.
Dos Anjos is in half guard. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Neal's right back to the full mount here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Dos Anjos is in half guard. Side control now.
Now into his mount. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck, and try to choke him out and finish the fight.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Dos Anjos' eye appears to be closing up by the second. 15 seconds.
Let's switch it up. Let's take him down.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Shots on both sides in round one. Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Dos Anjos is bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head now. But the problem is...
Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
Punches together.
Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. There it is again. Look at that. Great job.
And with a goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there, and he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush, be patient, and in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of his own. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Fighting from your range is so important. Beautiful punch lands again.
Nice defense here. Single leg takedown attempt will not materialize.
Great job finding an opening and landing a beautiful punch from the clinch.
Well, don't get mad, get even, right? He got stunned by his opponent earlier in the round. He's clearly been losing since. Mentally, it appears as though he's checked out a little bit.
A lot easier said than done. When his opponent has the power that he possesses, it's hard for him to say, you know what, I'm going to take one to give one.
Thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent, limping a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches and bunches. He's doing a great job. Oh! Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Under a minute to go. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there.
Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. Oh, great submission defense. All right, side control now.
That was nice. Oh, into the mouth. Big ground and pound.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Neal. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Here we go. Now 5 minutes remain in the fight. Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round. Neal gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Oh, perfect timing on the Superman punch. Nice hook there by Dos Anjos.
Nice kick.
Oh, that's a beautiful land downstairs with the kick.
He checked that last one. Another nice combination to the head.
Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus for his camp coming in, and he has certainly worked that midsection to great effect here tonight. Missed on the right hand. All right, so there it is, yet another strike to the body. Feels like that was what the game plan was rooted in coming in here tonight.
Absolutely, John. You could think that he's setting him up to go up top, or honestly, if he continues to land at this rate, at this target, he could finish him here. So I wouldn't change anything unless he makes sure.
Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he wants to take too many more of those.
Well, you might consider switching stances or something to try to eliminate that attack from coming in his direction.
Back and forth we go. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, another crushing leg kick. Man, that one left him.
He is throwing his hip into every one of these kicks, and it is taking an effect on his opponent.
Strong outside leg kick. Well, he is clearly losing this fight. It has not been his best performance, but he can change all of that with a late submission.
He struggles because he hasn't been able to get this fight to the ground. Now he needs to abandon his setup to his takedowns, grab his opponent, and try to take him to the floor so he can chase the submission.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight.
Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
with 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. All right, so the bruising on that thigh continues to worsen as this fight extends. He's going to have a real hard time walking tomorrow.
He's going to have a difficult time walking tomorrow. It's going to be a hard time getting up and moving around.
Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Dos Anjos is taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. 1 minute to go. Now he's got the single. That's a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
In the half guard.
Neal gets back up again.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Geoff Hands of Steel Neal!
All right, so we didn't get the finish, which I think is okay, given how dominant this performance was. No suspense when it comes to the judges' scorecards, and you got to think this performance positions him for a bigger fight later this year.
You know, John, it's all about going forward. It's all about making an impact. When you